Welcome to part 4 of Come Follow Me. Come, let's go. Let's go meet Matthew. And this is January the 3rd, 2025, my man's calendar. Let's jump straight on back into chapter 4 of the book of Matthew. Then was Jesus led up of the Spirit. Now, this is after his baptism, mind you. Then was Jesus led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. Have you ever truly been tempted of the devil? I mean, really? And I'm not just talking about to commit little sins. I'm talking about deep, deep, deep temptation where the devil has said, okay, here's the deal. I'll give you this, this, and this type of scenario if you'll just follow me. If you'll just forget about all that junk, you can have this. Some of you decided to take this and you went the way of the world and you didn't even think twice about it. You thought it was something because the devil convinced you that Jesus wanted you to have it, that it was a blessing from God. And yet it took you away from serving him. But you did not see the red flags in that. No. You did not even mind giving up missing church or whatever for him. You did not mind at all because it gained you so much in the world, so much prestige or money or power or recognition that you just you didn't care that you are missing out on the Lord. Verse 2, and when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward hungry. And when the tempter came to Jesus, he said, if you be the Son of God, command these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. Then the devil takes him up into the holy city, and sets him on a high pinnacle, which is a high part of the temple. A high pinnacle of the temple. And says to him, if you be the Son of God, cast yourself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning you, and in their hands they shall bear you up, lest at any time you shall dash your foot against a stone. And Jesus said to him, It is written again, you shall not tempt the Lord your God. What was he tempting the Lord to do, though, right there? He was tempting Jesus to cast himself down from there, which could have killed him. He was tempting the Lord to kill himself because he wanted rid of him. And he wasn't permitted to kill him. He had to wait until the Lord was willing to give his life. He wasn't permitted to kill him. But Satan was tempting him right there. And Jesus tells him, it is written again, you shall not tempt the Lord your God. Again, the devil takes him up into an exceeding high mountain and shows him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and says to him, all these things will I give you if you will fall down and worship me. Then says Jesus to him, get you from here, Satan, for it is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve. Then the devil leaves him, and behold, angels came and ministered to him. Now when Jesus had heard that John was cast into prison, he departed into Galilee. And leaving Nazareth, he came and dwelled in Capernaum, which is upon the seacoast, in the border of Zebulun and Nephilim, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, the land of Zebulun and the land of Nephilim by the way of the sea beyond Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles, the people which sat in darkness saw great light, and to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light is sprung up. From the time Jesus began to preach and to say, and from that time Jesus began to preach and to say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Now, if you didn't need to repent, why would Jesus, whom is God, say that? And since he's the same always, that means this is the same. And Jesus, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. And he says to them, follow me, Now do you see why this is called Follow Me? You will before it's over. And he says to them, Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. And they immediately left their nets and followed him. And going on from there, he saw other two brethren, James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother, in a ship with Zebedee, their father, mending their nets. And he called to them. And they immediately left the ship and their father and followed him. Do you understand what this is saying here? They left their lives behind to follow Jesus. They left their jobs and everything and went to follow Jesus. And they immediately left their nets and followed him. And going on from there, hold on a minute. Whoops, I'm in the wrong place. And immediately they left the ship and their father and followed him. Verse 23, and Jesus went about all of Galilee, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom and healing all manner of sickness and all manner of disease among the people. And his fame went throughout all Syria, and they brought to him all sick people that were taken with diverse sicknesses, or diverse diseases rather, and torments, and those which were possessed with devils, and those which were lunatic, and those that had the palsy, and he healed them. And there followed him great multitudes of people from Galilee and from Decapolis and from Jerusalem and from Judea and from beyond Jordan. These people were following him because his fame went out. His fame went out because it was needful that people know what he was doing. And I will see you in the next part when I get a chance to get it up. Now I need to get some rest. But we will pick up at chapter 5 when we come back. So come follow me.